welcome or welcome back to my slightly chaotic, yet ultimately super safe corner of the internet. My name is apparently Amanda, and today we're doing a recap on all of the drama going on around the Uberhood. Stay tuned to get information about the families that we'll be visiting this week during stream. Before I begin, let me just say I'm on all social media at Apparently Amanda TV, except for Twitch, that's where I'm just Apparently Amanda. On Tuesdays on my YouTube channel, you get pre-recorded episodes of my Paralives rotational gameplay series. And starting today, you'll be getting these Sims 2 Uberhood recaps on Fridays. These recaps are designed to prep you for the week ahead in my Sims 2 Uberhood streams so that you know the backstory on who we'll be hanging with. I stream every day from Tuesday to Sunday, Tuesdays to Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and weekends at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. To see full replays of my streams, check them out on my Twitch, or after 14 days on YouTube at Apparently Amanda Unedited. Let's get into the lore. The first family we're visiting will be the Dreamer family. We are finishing off there. We've already done about half a round there, but we're just going to finish off. There is just a few more days left. The founder of the household is Darren Dreamer, who you might know from the pre-mades in Pleasant View. He is the artsy guy who has a lot of bills and a son named Dirk. You may also know Cassandra Goth, daughter of Mortimer and Bella. After Cassandra left Dawn, she found Darren and they moved in together and got married rather quickly, almost as if there was something going on the whole time. After a bit, Dirk moved up to college, and then Darren and Cassandra had their first child together, Gabriel. After Gabriel was born, Darren and Cassandra got pregnant again twice and had two more sons, Aiden and Hayden. Yes, they rhyme. I don't really know how that happened. Darren is a knowledge/family sim. He is in the medical career and his hobby is fitness. He likes to do yoga and play the violin. Cassandra is a family/knowledge sim. She is in the science career and her hobby is also science. She enjoys stargazing and working on her junk car. Darren and Cassandra are now in their elder years, so now that Gabriel's moved out and both of their other sons being children, they are ready to move into the next phase of their life, that is, being parents to older children. Their oldest child, Aiden, will grow up to be a knowledge/family sim. His hobby is games, and he's into the dartboard, and when he grows up, he will be into the junk car, just like his mom. Their youngest child, Hayden, will grow up to be a fortune/family sim. Film and literature is his hobby, and when he grows up, he will start writing novels, but for now, he likes to recite poetry. Now that all their kids are growing up, will Darren and Cassandra find a new joy in life other than raising children? The next household is the Burb household, founded by John, who is married to Jennifer, and they have a child named Lucy. You might know this family as another pre-made family that comes in Pleasant View, but in the family bin. John, Jennifer, and Lucy used to live together in a small apartment in Pleasant View, and then Carter was born, and they had to move. So they moved into a much bigger place, a 3-story house downtown. Lucy did well in school and then grew up. In her teen years, she started dating Jill Smith, the daughter of pollination technician number 9 and Jenny Smith. Jill and Lucy lived in the Mu Omega Eta Greek house for most of their university years. And then when they graduated, they moved into Jill's parents' house together and got married, and they now have a son named Zachary. Carter has also grown up and moved out. He lives in Minuscula dormitory at Samaria State University. He might move into the Greek house later once his girlfriend Hannah Lothario joins him in college. In between working on their careers, John and Jennifer had 3 more kids, Eden, Talia, and Israel. John is a family/romance sim. He works in the architecture career, and arts and crafts is his hobby. He's into sewing and playing guitar. Jennifer is a fortune/romance sim. She's in the dance career, and music and dance is her hobby. She's into the ballet bar and the synthesizer. Their oldest child who still lives with them is Eden, who is a pleasure/family sim. She has a games hobby and enjoys the handheld game as well as computer games. Next is Talia, who will grow up to be a popularity/family sim. Her hobby is science. For now, she likes the birdcage, but when she grows up, she will also use the robot station. As of recent, John has entered his elder years, and honestly, I think Jennifer might be an elder too. I just don't really remember, and my spreadsheet's not updated. But I think John and Jennifer are both elders now. Eden is a teen, and on the romance forecast is dating Hal Cap from Veronaville. Talia is a child, will probably become a teen soon, and Israel is just a toddler and will probably become a child soon. All John and Jennifer have ever known is having kids in the house. Will they ever get a break from raising children? The next household is the Goth household, founded by Alexander, the son of Mortimer and Bella. Mortimer passed away many years ago, and Cassandra moved out to live with Darren Dreamer. So in high school, Alexander met Rosemarie Jitmacoolsule, and they hit it off right away. They've actually been together ever since. Alexander and Rosemarie went to university together and founded a Greek house together with Alexander's dad's money, Mu Omega Eta. Alexander and Rosemarie are now adults and have started their own family. Alexander is a family/knowledge sim. He works in the oceanography career and nature is his hobby. He enjoys the fish tank and the model train set. Alexander also has a cat named Abraham and a bird named Liberty. Rosemarie is a knowledge/popularity sim. She's in the science career and science is her hobby. She enjoys stargazing with the telescope and using the punching bag. In their first round, Alexander and Rosemarie had a small wedding with their family and friends. It was a lot of their friends from university, a lot of young adults. However, Cassandra was there. Rosemarie quickly got pregnant and gave birth to twins, Josie and Kaya. The Goth family lives in Alexander's family home in Pleasant View, bringing forth his family's legacy. The next household is the Montana household. My Hannah Montana sim was formed because on my 30th birthday stream, it was the same day as the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special. So for something fun to do for the birthday stream, I decided to create Hannah Montana and make a big mansion and place her in it and play her a little bit and add her to the rotation. When playing her household, someone used their points to give her a baby. I'm honestly not sure if the baby was birthed by Hannah or if it was adopted. I can't remember. And I don't mark down whether babies were adopted or birthed. I don't think there's a big difference, and I don't need to mark that down. But Hannah's daughter is named Lily. Hannah is a popularity/fortune sim. She is in the music career, and music and dance is her hobby. She enjoys singing and playing the guitar. As of recent, Lily has become a toddler, and Hannah is making her way through the music career. They live in a big mansion downtown, living the life and holding on tight. The next household is the Dreamer household, again. Dirk Dreamer and Lilith Pleasant are high school sweethearts that graduated high school and university together and then moved in together to start their lives. Dirk is the son of Darren Dreamer. Lilith is the daughter of Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant, another very famous Pleasant View family, and she is the twin sister of Angela Pleasant. Lilith is often known as the darker twin, and Lilith kind of carries that vibe in my game, but not so much. Not as much as some people kind of push it. Dirk has decided to choose an unconventional career and run his own restaurant with the help of cafe mods. Love cafe mods. He makes all the food, serves it, and people come by, grab plates, sit down, have a meal, and then leave. Lilith works in the paranormal career. They don't have any children yet. I don't know if they're going to have children, but they live a very content life. Dirk is a fortune/pleasure sim. As we know, he runs his own restaurant, and his hobby is film and literature. He enjoys writing novels and playing the violin. Lilith is a popularity/pleasure sim. She has the hobby of games, and she enjoys the handheld game and computer games. Dirk and Lilith are all about living life to the fullest and completing their goals, and a traditional path of marriage and babies may not necessarily be in their future. The next family is the Vale family. And before you meet the Vale family, you need to learn a little bit about Frosteria. I don't know how much you know about Twitch, but on Twitch you can do these things called Community Challenge. Viewers earn points by watching stream, and they can donate those points towards the Community Challenge, and you get certain goals when the Community Challenge is reached. So I think to unlock Winter Wonderland Week, we raised, 80k sparkles. And in Winter Wonderland Week, we spent the whole week creating a new subhood for our Uberhood. It had 3 new families and 3 new community lots. Also, the subhood is winter only, Winter Wonderland, duh. I also built 3 residences. One of them was modeled after my dad's house when I was growing up, so I always love playing there because it gives me a little bit of nostalgia. The Vale household was one of the Frosteria families, led by single dad Austin, who was a stay-at-home dad and mechanic. He started with a teen son, Trace, and a child daughter, Caroline. While Trace was soft and into poetry, Caroline used the ice skating rink in the backyard to become an ice skating prodigy. As of recent, Trace has moved away to college, and Austin is now at home with teenage Caroline. Austin is a knowledge/popularity sim. Tinkering is his hobby, and he enjoys working on junk cars and playing on the gaming console. Caroline is also a knowledge/popularity sim. Fitness is her hobby, and she enjoys ice skating and painting. Caroline plans to go to school to enter into the dance career, but as of right now, she's still in high school. The Vale family also owns a family dog named Rufus. Austin Vale became a stay-at-home dad in hopes to give his children more attention. Now that Trace has moved away to school, how will Austin manage at home with just teenage Caroline? The next household is the McLean household. The McLean household started off as a stream dedicated to my grandma because she wasn't doing that well and she was in the hospital at the time. It was off regular time, it was at night, which I usually don't do, and we were making a new lot just for fun. We decided to make my family cottage, which was built by my Opa over 50 years ago. I made my grandma as an adult sim, and I made the cottage lot into a bed and breakfast to be run by my grandma. There, she would start her family and entertain all of the neighborhood residents that came by to the bed and breakfast. We turned the lot into a home business and set it as open. I could never get them to sleep because Sims don't sleep on community lots in vanilla. But the other Sims in the Uberhood love to visit the lot to eat, work out, play music, hang out with each other, get in the hot tub, do a bunch of stuff. The family started with one Sim, my grandma as an adult, Gwendolyn. She soon got pregnant, thanks to chat, and we had her get pregnant with some random man's babies, and then on the front porch she met another random man, and they basically got hitched on the front porch and he agreed to raise her unborn children. Gwen's first set of twins was William and Xander, and then a little bit later she gave birth to another set of twins with her actual husband this time, Neil, and those twins were Madeline and Natalie. My plan is to have the kids help out around the lot as they grow up, and then eventually one of them will inherit the family business from Gwen and Neil once they're done. The McLean family also had a dog named Punky who ran away because he got spooked by a fire on the lot from a strike of lightning hitting the piano and lighting it on fire. He ran away for a bit. I think he's back now. I think. So far, William is set to inherit the family business. Natalie and Madeline are just toddlers, so we'll learn more about them as they grow up, but William and Xander are children and will probably become teens in the next round, so we get to learn about them a little bit. Gwen is a family/knowledge sim. Music and dance is her hobby, and she enjoys singing and reciting poetry. Neil is a family/popularity sim. Music and dance is also his hobby, and he enjoys playing the piano and playing the guitar. William, who's set to inherit the family business when he grows up, will grow up to be a romance/family sim. His hobby is science. When William grows up, he'll be into the robot station, but for now, he's just into stargazing. Xander is William's twin, and he will grow up to be a knowledge/family sim. His hobby is also science, and he's into stargazing as well, but he's also into the model train set. Thanks to Water Pixels on Twitch, I've found a mod that allows Sims to sleep at community lots. I haven't tested it yet, but it is in my game and ready for the next round at the bed and breakfast lot. So in the next round, we'll be placing some beds if I don't have some already, and we'll be seeing what happens and seeing if Sims will go to sleep. That would make the lot a full bed and breakfast. Gwen never expected to create such a large family, but it's just what the real Gwen would want. With Neil's support, Gwen has given birth to 4 children so far, and you never know what to expect with my community, so more babies could definitely be on the way. Tune in to the next round in the McLean household to see if we can make this bed and breakfast function like a real bed and breakfast. The next family is the Lothario household. If you know The Sims 2, you know Don Lothario and Nina Caliente. For me, they were always one of my shipped couples that I always put together, so I decided to put them together again. Nina moved out of her sister's house pretty early and moved in with Don. She didn't take his last name, but they still got married. Before they knew it, Nina gave birth to twins, Hannah and Iris. Both Don and Nina are around the same level in the athletic career. They live in a heavily renovated version of Don's condo, making it a lot more family-friendly and a lot bigger. As of recent, Don and Nina have become elders and are looking into retirement, while Hannah and Iris are teens and are looking into moving off to school soon. Don is a romance/popularity sim. He has the fitness hobby. He's into lifting weights and going in the hot tub. Nina is a romance/pleasure sim. She has sports as her hobby, and she's into playing basketball and also going in the hot tub. One of their twins, Hannah, is a family/romance sim. Her hobby is science. She enjoys stargazing and using the RC toy. The other twin, Iris, is a romance/family sim. Her hobby is film and literature, and she enjoys reading books and practicing filming with her video camera. On the romance forecast, Hannah is in a relationship with Joshua Smith, who is the son of Mr. Smith, or Pollination Technician number 9, and Jenny Smith. And Iris is in a relationship with Benedict Monti, son of Antonio Monti and grandson of Patrizio and Isabella. Dawn and Nina have had an open relationship for years. Their children both know that they date around and they have many partners, each of them. They usually try to date the same people with some exceptions, but both of them have many romantic relationships on the side. Dawn and Nina's life expanded in a big way when they have children, but now they're becoming empty nesters. Will life ever go back to the way it was before they had children? And the final household we'll be covering today is the Curious household. This version of the Curious household is led by Chloe, who was originally in the Singles household with her sister Lola, as well as Aaron Beeper and Kristen Lost. Lola moved out and met someone before I could even get into the household for the first time, but Chloe, Aaron, and Kristen all lived in an apartment building together. They lived there together for a few rounds. Aaron had a baby, Kristen focused on her career, and Chloe felt a little lost. She was making moves in her career, and eventually she did give birth to a son named Michael, thanks to a one-night stand. About halfway through adulthood, Chloe met Herbert, and they decided to move out together and start their own life. They took Michael and moved into a house downtown, and soon they had another child named Sage. As of recent, Chloe and Herbert have become elders. Michael has moved out to college, and on the romance forecast, he's dating Luna Beeker, who is actually the daughter of Aaron Beeker. This is who Chloe and Michael used to live with, if you weren't following. In other words, this romance seems a little meant to be, as Michael and Luna grew up together in the same building and were friends throughout childhood. Luna's just a little bit older than Michael, but they're still around the same age. Chloe and Herbert's daughter, Sage, is now a teen, but she does not have a partner yet. Chloe is a romance/family sim. She's in the natural science career, and nature is her hobby. She enjoys gardening and the hot tub. Herbert is a romance/popularity sim. He's in the architecture career, he enjoys science as his hobby, and he enjoys stargazing and playing guitar. Sage is a popularity/family sim. She's planning to go into the science career after university, but for now, science is her hobby, and she enjoys stargazing and the RC toy. The family also has a small dog named Roland. In the next round of this branch at the Curious household, Chloe and Herbert are preparing for retirement while Sage gets ready to move off to school. Chloe didn't feel complete until she started her own family with Herbert. Now that they've raised 2 children and they've grown old together, what will life look like for them? That's everything we're covering this week. Thank you so much for watching and listening in. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to see more. I'm on all social media at Apparently Amanda TV, except for Twitch, that's where I'm just Apparently Amanda. I upload all of my in-game photos from The Sims 2 and Paralives to apparentlyamandatv.tumblr.com. I upload new YouTube videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays is my Paralives rotational gameplay series with the pre-mades, and on Fridays you get the Sims 2 Uberhood recaps, just like this one. My Sims 2 Uberhood streams happen every day from Tuesday to Sunday. From Tuesday to Friday, we start at 1 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday and Sunday, we start at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye!